Hello students, welcome to this session. Today we are going to talk about production management. Great art conceals art. The statement has been given by Stanislavski, the founder of the Moscow Art Theatre and developer of method acting. He was referring to the phenomenon that occurs when actors create brilliantly believable roles. Great actors actually don't work. They make us believe that they are working. They make us believe that they are actually the characters they are playing and that everything they do or say is happening without a thought or effort. This type of job is due to full training, dedication and hard work. Imagine a male actor wrapped in a heavy fur cape standing in middle of stage and delivering soliloquy. The stage resembles a craggy mountain peak with an angular platform surrounded by expanse of solemn purple and blue sky. The actor strides to a rocky outcropping. Under his weight, the platform slowly starts to tip. The actor scrambles backward to save himself and catches the hem of his cape on another rock. The cape comes off and the follow spot reveals the actor standing in BVDs with his capes around his ankles. This illustrates the fact that less than great art conceals little. It also explains injunction can be just as true for the design and technical elements of production as it for the actors. Together they can create the delicate illusionary reality that we call theatre. The illusion that the spectators see is just that. A great performance does not only happen only because of actors, rather it is product of a great deal of organization, teamwork, talent and dedication. Getting a play from the written word to the stage requires a lot of challenging work. The result of all this effort, the production team hopes will be artistic and artful, but the business of making a script comes alive on stage is the process. The production sequence. Now the question arises, how does a play happen? What sequence to bring life in script from pages to live performance on the stage before audience? Every play goes through several stages of development. The first stage is script. For theatre students, the word script is quite common. We have a feeling most productions begin with a script, but this is not true, as some performance begin only with just an idea. That idea may be developed by performing group in a variety of interesting and creative ways. Some of these concepts may evolve into written scripts and others may remain as conceptual cores that the actors use as guides when they improvise dialogues during the actual performance. The production team sometimes modifies the script to suit particular needs. New scripts are often developed by the producer, director and playwright to suit the needs and desires of producing group. Now let us talk about concept, design and construction. Let us assume that our hypothetical production begins with a traditional script. After the script has been selected, the producer secures the legal rights and hires the director, designers and actors. The members of the production design team read the script and then develop the production concept. The production concept is central creative idea that unifies the artistic vision of the producer, director and designers. It normally evolves during the production design team. The principles of production concept are best explained by example. Let us assume that our hypothetical production team is working on production of Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice. The play could be produced in a traditional way. Elizabethan costumes and a set that mimics the appearance of the Globe Theatre, the theatre most scholars think was used by Shakespeare. After the production concept is agreed on, the sets, props, lights, costumes and sound are designed. Then the various diagrams, sketches and other plans are sent to shops for construction, fabrication or acquisition of the production elements. While the various visual elements are being built, the director and actors are busy rehearsing. After the rehearsal and construction period, which usually lasts 3 to 7 weeks, the play moves into the theatre and the technical and dress rehearsals begin. The word re from rehearsals itself reveals it is something related to repetitions, means repeating the act. Technical rehearsals are devoted to integrating the sets, props, lighting and sound with the actors into the action of the play. During the hectic period, the patterns and timing for shifting the scenery and props are established. The movements of any scenic or property elements, regardless of whether those movements happen in front of the audience or behind a curtain, have to be choreographed or blocked, just as the movement of actors. This ensures that each shift will be consistent in timing and efficiency for every performance. The shifts may be numerous or complex enough to warrant holding separate shift rehearsal in which the director, scene designer, technical director and stage manager work with the scenery and prop crews to perfect the choreography and timing of all scenic and prop shifts. The basic timing and intensity of the light cues will have been established during the lighting rehearsal. But as being technical part, almost all of the lighting cues have to be adjusted in same way except the new lighting cues are adjusted and old ones are modified during this time. The lighting designer meets the director and stage manager in theatre to discuss the modifications and have a look at them. Even sound part is taken care of during these technical rehearsals. The dress rehearsals begins towards the end of technical week. During these rehearsals, which are a natural extension of technical rehearsals, any adjustments to the costumes and makeup are noted and taken care of by the next rehearsal time. Adjustments to various sounds, lighting and shifting cues continue to be made during these dress rehearsals. After the last dress rehearsal, there are frequently 1 to 4 preview performances with an invited audience or reduced ticket prices before the production officially opens. Next comes theatre organization. Organization means in an organized manner, or we can say in a systematic way. More than anything else, good theatre also requires good organization. Every successful production has strong organizational structure. Each company structure is unique to its own needs, and it is doubtful that any two companies would be set up exactly the same. The production meeting is the most important device for conducting smooth communication among the various production departments. The initial production conferences are attended by members of production department, design team. The basic purpose is to design the production concept. After the designers begin to produce their drawings, sketches and plans, the production meeting is used as a forum to keep other members of the team informed about the progress in all design areas. At this time, normally stage manager joins the discussions. When the designs are approved, construction begins. The production meeting expands to include the technical director and appropriate crew heads. As construction starts, the director becomes heavily involved in rehearsals. At this stage, adjustments become quite difficult. These should be suggested earlier at production meeting. Who participates in production team depends upon the type of production and level up to which it can be named professional. Production job description. Although the organization of any company will fit its own needs, the duties of those holding the position will be much the same. Now the producer. The producer is the ultimate authority in theatrical production. He or she is the most influential person in the team. The producer secures the right to perform the play, hires the director, designer, actors and crews, leases the theatre and secures financial backing for the play. In some of theatres, one producer concentrates on one team only, does not take parallel production, but it's quite less nowadays. However, sometimes producer may initially work on preliminary phases of second or third production when one show is on final stages. In some of the cases, the production is divided into two parts. First part, managing director. Second part, artistic director. Now, let us talk about managing director. Managing director is the one who manages the direction from accessories front manages, contracts, fundraising, ticket sales, box office management, and artistic director decides the selection of directors, actors, and designers. The duties of the artistic directors are hired by the theatre board of directors, which is responsible for determining the long range artistic and fiscal goals of the theatre. In education theatre, the department chair and administrative staff frequently function in same capacity as the managing director. The duties of artistic director are often assigned to a production committee which select the plays and is responsible for their artistic quality. In other non-profit theatres such as community or church groups, the functions of the producer are usually carried out by a production committee or board of directors which functions as previously described. Now let us talk about playwright. The playwright is obviously an essential link in the production chain. The playwright creates and develops the ideas that ultimately evolve into the written script. In the initial public performance of the play, he or she may be involved in production process. The playwright usually helps the director by explaining his or her interpretation of various plot and character developments. If playwright is not available for the meeting, the production design team proceeds with the development and interpretation of the scripts on its own. Now, who's the director? He or she coordinates the work of actors, designers, and crews so that production accurately expresses the production concept. Director, being leader, works closely with other members of the production design team to develop production concept and also works with the actors to develop their roles in a way that is consistent with the production concept. The director is ultimately responsible for the creative interpretation of the play as it is expressed in the production. Conclusion. The production sequence emphasizes on the sequence which needs to be followed for production. The sequence followed for production is script, concept, design, construction, and rehearsals. Some of the plays not necessarily always begin with script. Some begin with just an idea which may or may not be written. After taking script, the producer has to take rights to produce it. Rehearsals can be technical rehearsals, shift rehearsals, or lighting rehearsals. Theatre organization is organizing the theatre activities before giving them final shape. However, it is essential to understand the concept of production job descriptions. So, thank you very much.